And in Europe, major corporations, we're talking Meta, Amazon. I mean, we could probably go down the list. Every day we get a new one that comes
Whichever
up,
way the wind blows, right?
right? It's scaling back their DE&I initiatives in response to both political and financial pressures, right? On both ends of the spectrum. But it's hugely challenging. The challenge is that because we're looking at it like a political issue, we're really having challenges with companies being able to kind of stick to their guns and continue down this path. And I think we can have a long conversation about where the root of this sits, but I
Right.
think there's a lot to unpack there. A great
I
example, Lloyd's Banking Group in the UK. When instead of getting rid of DE&I, they're just weakening their targets, or they're changing where their targets are being placed.
Well, maybe it's a recalibration, to be fair, to that extent too. Maybe it's a recalibration, and it's a fair point in certain areas. If you have the right data and the right intention behind it,
Right.
maybe some companies needed to recalibrate. They're
And
keeping the spirit of it, but maybe they need to recalibrate versus wiping it off the slate.
Right, right. And I think what we're going to probably see, my gut reaction is the pushback on the move away completely from DE&I is going to be this move towards talking about recalibration. Right
Mm.
now, the question is going to be, what is recalibration really?
Right.
Right. And what is the impact of that as we start to see it going forward?
Fascinating. And I also want to give a shout out to my airline, Delta Airlines, for keeping it real and sticking with it and putting it in the forefront how they're champions for it. So shout out to my homies over at Delta Airlines. And last segment here, let's talk about leadership and representation. Again, getting the women still shut out of power.